Hello students, now we are going to see about phase shift keying. So digital modulation schemes is classified into three types. One is amplitude shift keying, second one is frequency shift keying, and third one phase shift keying. In phase shift keying is used to convert digital signal into analog signal. And in this method, bandwidth is more efficient than ASK and FSK. Next, definition of PSK. The phase of the carrier signal is varied in accordance with the binary input signal. So, it is used for high bit rate. The number of bits transmitted per second is higher compared with that ASK and FSK. Here the carrier phase is changed between 0 degree and 180 degree based on binary input signal. It is also called binary phase shift keying. So in BPSK, two phases are possible for the carrier. One is represents a binary 1, other phases represents a binary 0. This is the block diagram of BPSK signal generation. And see here binary data sequence. It is maybe 0 or it may be 1. The binary data sequence is given to the polar non-return to 0 level encoder. If input 1, binary simple 0 in polar form represented by a constant amplitude levels of plus root EB. If it is 1, it produces plus root EB. If it is 0, it produces minus root EB. This signal transmission is encoding is performed by a polar non-return to 0 level encoder. The other input to the product modulator is the carrier signal phi 1 of t. So binary 1 it is multiplied with the carrier signal, binary 0 it is multiplied with the carrier signal. So binary 1 means root EB it is multiplied with the carrier signal, minus root EB it is multiplied with the carrier signal. So finally we'll get back the BPSK output waveform, that is the modulated signal. So here we are having that root of 2 EB by TB sine 2 pi FCT, that is the modulated PSK output. So if it is a binary 1, root of 2 EB by TB sine 2 pi FCT. If it is 0, it is a minus root 2 EB by TB sine 2 pi FCT. Next, balance modulator. Balance modulator, the BPSK generator, we have a product modulator which is actually a balanced ring modulator. And in this balanced ring modulator, we are having that two inputs. One is carrier signal, another one is binary input data. Let us see the operation of PSK. And see here, this is the carrier input and this is the carrier input signal, and another one is the binary input data. These two inputs are given to the balanced ring modulator. Assume that the diodes acts as perfect switches and they are switched on and off by the digital signal. These are all the diodes. It is act as a switch. If the binary input is 1, so diode D1 and D2 it is act as a forward bias, that is on. So directly we can have that it is act as a switch. So if it is D3 and D4 it is a reverse bias, so that it is off. Let us see the next diagram. See here, if it is a 1, so diode D1 is on, D2 is on, so current flows through the diode. It is act as a switch. and D3, D4 there is no current flows through the diode, so that it is off, no lines we have drawn. Next, if the binary input 1 is negative, and see the next diagram, if the binary input is 0 and the diodes D1, D2 are act as a reverse biased, so that it will be off, while D3 and D4 are forward biased. So D1, D2 off, no line drawn, no current flows through the circuit, and D3 and D4 on, so that it is act as a switch. As a result, the output voltage across transformer D2 is 180 degree out of phase with respect to the carrier input across D1. Hence, the output BPSK signal is out of phase with the carrier input signal. If it is that logic 0, the output it is at 180 degree phase shift. If it is 1, it is that 0 degree phase shift. And see the BPSK waveform, it is that binary data sequence, it is an on, higher pulse and lower pulse. For 1 it is a higher pulse, for 0 it is that lower pulse. So if the input is 1, so we are having that 0 degree phase shift. We are imagining that we are having that carrier pulse, so we don't have any phase change in that pulse, so that 0 degree phase shift, so that as it is the carrier wave is generated. If the binary input is 0, so 180 degree phase shift, so it is that 180 degree phase shift. Again the input is 1, so 0 degree phase shift, again 0 degree phase shift, so 0 it is that 180 degree phase shift, so 0 again it is that 180 degree phase shift. So this is the phase shift keying. See here, this is the 0 degree phase shift D1, D2. This is a 180 degree phase shift conducting diodes D3 and D4. Okay, keep it in your mind. This is already explained. This is the phasor diagram of BPSK signal. So what are the amplitude variation in the phase shift keying signal? So here it is that logic 0 and logic 1, and this is a logic 0. Logic 1 it is a 0 degree phase shift, logic 0 it is that 180 degree phase shift. So it is a sin omega CT, this is the minus sin omega CT. And this is the constellation diagram. This is a signal constellation, number of bits per transmitted. Here this is a simple, in that simple how many number of bits is transmitted. This is the logic 1 and this is the logic 0. The BFSK receiver or BFSK detection. To detect the original binary sequence from noisy BPSK signal x of t, the received signal from the channel is applied to the correlator. And see here, this is the noisy signal. The received noisy signal is applied to the correlator. As a locally generated coherent reference carrier signal, phi 1 of t is applied to the carrier. This is the noisy message signal is received. This is the carrier signal. The output of the multiplier is integrated over a 1 bit period, and the output x1 it is given to the decision device. If the correlator output exceeds the threshold, the receiver decides in favor of simple 1, that is x1 greater than 0, the output will be 1. If x1 less than 0, the output will be 0. If x1 is equal to 0, the receiver makes a random guess in favor of 0 or 1. So this is the operation of BPSK receiver. Next, bandwidth of BPSK. So difference between the upper cutoff frequency and lower cutoff frequency. Here the minimum bandwidth of BPSK signal is equal to twice the highest frequency contained in the baseband signal, that is bandwidth is equal to 2 FB. So FB is equal to 1 by TB, that is highest frequency of the modulating signal. So the probability of error for PSK is given as 1 by 2 error function of root of EB by TB. So EB by N0. EB signal transmitted per bit, N0 noise spectral density. The important advantages of PSK is it has lower bandwidth when compared to ASK and FSK, and it has the very good noise immunity. Next, disadvantages: generation and detection is not easy, and it is somewhat quite complicated in the detection process because we are having that coherent receiver, again non-coherent receiver applications. So BPSK is most efficient of 3 binary modulation methods, and it's used for high bit rates. Due to lower bandwidth requirement, BPSK modems are preferred. Thank you.